right, guys. Let me show you what I'm working right now. As I said on the first video, I want to do the front cradle to be removable. So if I gotta service, you know, the motor or whatever, the rack and pinion, I can lower the whole lower cradle and, you know, pull it out from the car, and then I can service whatever I gotta service, right? So in order to do that, I gotta cut some parts that are welded already from you know, from factory. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So over here, if you see, I just stock weld out over there, that element right there. So I put a piece of 3/8 over here with a hole over there. I get that laser cut, and then I weld a piece of 3/16 also to serve as a reinforcement, you know, because that metal over there with the grinding and stuff got weak. So, and I have these nuts over there temporarily. Eventually I'll make like a standoff that goes inside there, so the nut doesn't stick out. So that's the plan. I gotta do that over there. I already did here. This one will be welded over there. It's actually welded right now, tack welded on the other side, and I make these all over there that I will, you know, if you can see, it got an Allen screw. I just did it that way just because it looks good, and you know, I just like it that way. So these and the other one, there will be another one somewhere over there too, just like this one, just closer to where the brake line is, a little bit this way. It will be one that will be exactly like this, So same way over here, if you see, I add this one, and you know, the bolt is below the rack and pinion, so I just gotta get that one from below the chassis. Same applies this one. I gotta put another one somewhere over there. So this one right here, that have the letter A, I gotta cut that one over here and over here and do exactly the same I did on the other side that I just showed you. That's what I'm working with right now. And then the most difficult one will be this one over here that I gotta cut. You know, and I gotta figure out something. I already have the plate that will have the bolts. I already have that plate. I just gotta cut this and, you know, weld it and, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm working right now. I don't want to put you through all that, you know, metal cutting and stuff. That's bored. That you know, you guys will get bored. So I'll show you later, you know, how I did. Okay guys, I got these. I took that piece, cut it over here. I also removed the front bumper. I don't know if you see, it's not there obviously to work you know, nicely. So I cut all that. This one is fine, and then the one on top, if you see, I already cut it and grind it down. I'll put, like I did on the other one, a piece of 1/8 just to reinforce, because I'm in an uncomfortable position. You know, sometimes I get into the tube, so it's a little weak. So I will put something over there just to reinforce it. So now is the cutting time. I just want to show you, you know, what's coming. So now I gotta cut the piece that goes over there and weld the parts. All right guys, it's been a while since I was working with the you know, the front cradle modifications. I decided to do the same approach, but instead of me cutting the tubes, the 1 inch and a half by inch square tubing, because, you know, the fitment, I'm cutting that with the grinder, and, you know, the fitment is not exactly what I want. So I decided to, you know, go a different route. the same approach but a different route. So I'm making the tubes to be you know, by parts. So what I mean with that is laser cut. So I'm doing all the 4 faces laser cut, so I got a better fitment. Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. So this type of stuff is what I'm talking about. So I did that. I got all this stuff over here, and this is what I'm talking about. This is a mock-up. See the hole, you know, where the ball goes through. These, you know, we'll bolt to the chassis, like I said. You know, on the ones on the front, those are staying. Those were easier to modify. You know, they are flat. They don't have these weird angles and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. So, like I showed you earlier in the video, you know, I changed the approach. So now instead of holding it from below, I will holding it from the top. So the bottom part will be welded, and that will be, you know, the hole over there. I gotta do another one over there and on the other side. So now looking from the front, so I will have, let's say, this one over here, and I will have another one somewhere around here. I gotta take this is just bolted. I gotta take it out. It's not welded yet. So another one will be somewhere over here, and I will put probably a 1-inch tube over here to join them both. So when I take it out, when it's time for me to, you know, remove this to work on the rack and pinion or in the motor, whatever the case it is, so this won't flex in and out. So it will be, you know, right where it needed. So that's what it is. And I will put you through the process of, you know, welding all that stuff and cutting. All right, guys. I got, you know, all the pieces tack welded. You know, one goes on the back, this one goes on the front. I would just, you know, weld them all completely, and then I gotta trim. If you see it from the side, I gotta trim this so it takes the angle. So when I'm welding to the chassis, this part goes to the chassis. It's almost flush. So, all right, without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Alright guys, I'm done with the welding. Then it's just a matter of put all the braces together. Let me tell you all the stuff that I did in order to do this. So here we go. Alright, so here you see I gotta clean the weldments. I know that I gotta, you know, but here's one element is that welded to the chassis over here. This one is a reinforcement that I did because I gotta cut the frame over here so I can work with these also, so I can put these you know, these bracket, so I can put it in there, and I gotta do a lot of grinding and stuff. So there are 3 bolts, one on the other side right there. So these 3 I'll show you later on how they look on the inside. because that goes inside the cabin. So that's why I did this reinforcement. I mean, I got fully welded, but when I release these, I will do all the final weldments. So then I put these braces over here to the other side, so it doesn't toe in or toe out, or you know, these or that on me when I'm you know, lowering the throttle, right? So same with this guy right here. So this is to prevent, you know, motion in or out. When I'm doing this, you don't want that stuff. Then the hose won't catch. So one ball over here to hold this one. It will be welded. So if you see stock welded, it's stock welded on the other side. This ball right here, and then these other ball right here with the nut on the back. You cannot see it, but it's about right there. And then the same with this one. You can see the nut is over here. So eventually I will put you know, like a spacer in here, so when I clamp this, it doesn't collapse the tubing. I mean, this is collapse the tubing. This is like 1/8 of an inch, so it's pretty thick. But just for safety, I mean, I will put a, you know, in every single one of these, I will put a spacer, and then I will use the proper length, you know, nuts, so you don't have, you know, bolts sticking out. So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that needs to be undone. Then the first one that I made, so those 2 and 2 on the other side. So that's a total of 6 times 2, that's 12. And then these little guys right here, you know, this is cut also in the middle. And you know, I just undo this. I can slide it back or forward, it don't matter. So the frame or the body will still support by the steel frame, but it can release as soon as I go down. You know, these two will lower with the whole thing. So I can the plan is, I mean, when I gotta undo this, I just gotta, you know, use the crane above, you know, and put some chains around and undo all the bolts and lower it down a little by little, and then I can put some kind of dolly like this or something, so I can slide it out of the way, and I can do my service and maintenance or repair whatever I gotta repair. So now let's go inside the cabin so you see how the bolts look. So here we go. These are the bolts that are holding. That was a mental fart. Don't pay too much attention to that. So this guy here, these will be welded eventually. The nuts and the thick washers, they will be welded. So you know, this will serve as a fix. I would say just to a locator. So on the other side, when I undo the knot, you know, when the cradle goes in, it gotta mate with the hull, and then the other two, you know, supposed to, you know, mate also. Same on the other side. I got some bags over there, but anyway, so those 3 over there, I forgot. So 12 plus these three bolts to release the. Eventually, I'm planning doing. I don't like this step over here, so eventually, what I'm planning to do is a piece of cheap metal that you know, that will follow this angle. That's my plan, or you know, so that's the plan with that. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Feel free to leave any comment, any suggestions on the comment box below. And see you next time. Thank you for watching.